Hey everyone, how's the video? So just want to bring you up to speed on my daily thing. Starting out, of course, going and picking up my mom from work, waking up bright and early, sometimes before the sun even gets up. Uh, as you can tell, I'm getting ready. I got ready for work, got my glasses on, got my hair pulled back, taking the glasses off right now. Yeah, I didn't get much sleep last night because I was up and out and doing Pokemon Go. Uh, wow. I got really close to the Dragon type Pokemon, and getting the medal for that. It's takes a long time, and shoot, I didn't catch him. Didn't get what I wanted. Uh, So I ended up going home and evolving a bunch of things, and I came across two Dratini I could evolve. So I evolved them, and I was down to the last one. The last one I needed, and I was like, dang, 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 what am I gonna do? So I started going through all my what I had for candies and different creatures and things like that. And I came across Swabu, and I had like almost 800 Swabu candy. And Swabu actually evolves into a dragon type. It's a normal flying, and then it turns into a dragon later on. But it costs like 400 candies to do it. And so I evolved it, and I didn't think anything of it. And I went and evolved a couple more things because I needed to evolve a fire type and a water type. And for my field research of the day. And so I evolved the fire, got that field research, and I got the water. And then I went and I looked, and then I ended up, get a load of this, with the gold medal. I now have the gold medal for dragons. So for those of you who've been watching the channel for a while, it was a running thing as to which one I was going to end up with for the medal that was going to be the last one to get. Uh, Not referring to like legendary battles and things like that for the gold, but for creatures and things like that. And for those of you that have been keeping track, turns out catching a big Magikarp is the last medal I need. I got the Pikachu medal. It's now gold. I have the dragon one, which was literally the second to the last one I needed. And the Magikarp's the last one now. So, and my friendship, I have like 6 or 7 friends on the friendship thing. And most of them are level 2. I have a couple friendships that are up to level 3 already. So that's progressing nicely. Uh, I don't know if trading Pokemon actually increases your friendship level or not, but there's a medal for that too, and I'm thinking about trying to get the medal on that because I'm about halfway to that. Um, I'm about halfway to silver on that, so that's coming along pretty decent. Um, I'm pretty happy with that. Of course, I probably won't go for the legendary, try to get a gold in that, just because they're requiring so many people to get together to do it, and I have a really messed up schedule. As you can tell, I'm bright and early in the morning, then I go to work, and I don't get done till in the evening, and by the time work's done, uh, most battles are over with. And with having the kids, of course, I don't get a chance to turn around and do a lot of legendary battles and things like that on the weekends. So that's kind of a letdown for me. knowing that I'm probably never going to get that a gold medal. But I'm doing pretty good on the gym thing. Um, I still got a couple that I'm trying to figure out why they didn't become gold yet. I've got plenty of time in. I've got defending time. I've got like 70 berries I fed them. Um, it's just I just don't know what the formula is. I honestly believe that the more gyms you have that are gold, the harder it is to make the other ones gold. Um, because I've been visiting these gyms day in and day out, and they're so freaking close to being gold. And then when I get up to the gym and I look at it, for some reason the gym's telling me it's only like about a third of the way or half the way up. But my view screen, when I click on the gym, tells me something totally different. It's like, okay, so what am I missing here? Um, I've got like hundreds of victories in one gym, and it's still a silver. And I'm like, what the heck? You know, I really don't know what the formula is. It'd be nice to make every gym in the town I live in, Sioux Falls, gold, but that's a lot of time and a lot of travel. I live in a fairly decent sized town, and there's all kinds of historical markers and things like that. Downtown alone, there must be at least 12 to 15 gyms down here. And, and then you start, as you get further away from downtown, the gyms kind of become more and more scarce. There's a couple parks in town here that have like 4 or 5 gyms in them alone. And then there's, of course, a couple parks that only got like 1 or 2. But it's I'm trying to figure out what the formula is. So as soon as I figure that out, um, I'll let you guys know. Right now, it seems to be like a hit and miss as far as I'm concerned. Um, I've got over what almost 36 and a half thousand hours defending gyms. Um, so I've been battling gyms for quite a while. Uh, I've been getting in all kinds of gyms. Uh, I've got my creature maxed out for what you can hold. And my items, I think I can still use about 200, maybe 300 more items that I could carry. Um, so I'm sitting pretty decent when it comes to my catch and carry type thing. Uh, Trying not to max out my creatures because of, like community days and things like that, which are kind of nice. Uh, then I literally I schedule those community days in to my schedule because I don't normally work on a Sunday, so I'm able to take Sundays off from everything and say, okay, I'm gonna go spend a few hours doing this. Uh, and sometimes people go with me, sometimes they don't. Sometimes my children will go. Sometimes a couple of my friends will go out with me on a Sunday. But it's but then on community day, it's all about catching a particular kind of creature. You know what I mean? So the gym battles kind of go to the wayside, and I can't always schedule like anybody that's familiar with my schedule. They know that I'm always busy doing something. It seems. So on Sundays, it's Sunday early afternoon, sometimes around 10, 11, sometimes even the latest 12 or 1 in the afternoon. We end up playing a game called Magic the Gathering. And, that sometimes goes till about 6 o'clock. So that pretty much kills any time on a Sunday. And I've invested a lot of time, effort, and money into that game as well. So, yeah, as if I haven't for Pokemon Go. Spent a lot of time with it. Level 39, I'm almost 750,000 into level 39, which sounds pretty impressive for people that are sitting there going, 750,000. That's a lot of XP. Um, yeah, to get to level 40 is like 5 million. So I'm not even 20% of the way yet. Uh, Far cry from hitting level 40. Um, and it's been well over a week now at this level. It's probably close to about a week and a half, pushing 2 weeks now, in level 39. It's going to be a while, and I know it's going to be a while in this level. So I'm trying to come up with like setting milestones for this level. Before I hit level 40, that certain things I want to accomplish. Because sitting there staring at the end goal can be quite discouraging if you don't set like little mini goals along the way, which actually correlates with life too, uh, believe it or not. The game actually has some correlation with life because if you sit there and where you want to be like 10 years from now will become discouraging in your life if you don't set small goals like a 6 month goal or even like a friggin' 1 year goal. Like I'd like to get this by the end of the year, or I'd like to be able to afford to do this, or like for some of the younger people, like learning to drive um, as a goal. It's one of those things that some people don't even sit there and think about, getting married and having kids or getting a decent job. They're just sitting there thinking about uh, wanting to be able to afford little things along the way, which is a good goal. They're great goals. Uh, and it's something to work towards. It helps build drive and ambition. And I think that more people need that drive and ambition instead of being satisfied with the mediocre or being satisfied with barely getting by. I think there needs to be more drive and ambition, to want to achieve more, to be able to want to do more. And that's just in the financial or the material category. That has nothing. Now, let's talk about the personal category. Personal category would be like things you want to improve about yourself or your life or the way you treat people. Like, let's say you're an angry individual all the time and you want to find ways to deal with your anger. Um, a little bit at a time, maybe just taking a deep breath, relaxing, calming down when you start feeling stressed or when you start feeling angry, or, watching what you say or the way you say it. These are different techniques that a person can utilize when it comes to dealing with anger. And some people have anger issues. Then there's other issues like you're impulsive a lot. Uh, Try to control some of them impulses. Like, let's say you have an impulse when going and buying things. Rather than buying, just try to stick to a certain thing, like going, okay, yeah, I already got a drink in the vehicle, or I already got this, so I really don't need this. Try eating before you go shopping. Then you'll be less likely just to buy some snacky food items. Uh, you know, or just stick to making a list and stick to the list. That helps curb some of the impulses. With Pokemon Go, what I've done is set mini goals. Since I hit level 39, I've already achieved 3 of the goals. One was to make friends. and I've done that, and I've started building those friendship levels. That's a two-way street, however. Um, that's not just based on me and what I do and everything else. It's also based on the other people accepting gifts you send and stuff like that. So, because you can only send one gift a day, and if they're not playing every day or they're not checking their thing every day, well, then you can get stuck holding a bunch of gift bags, which has happened to me in the past. Uh, the other thing is uh, like the gold medal for Pikachu. I just recently got that in this last Pikachu event. The gold medal for the Dragon type. I wanted to get it when they released the Executors because they were also Dragon type Pokemon. So we went around one day and tried to collect as many as we could and everything else. And then you kick yourself in the butt afterwards because it's like, oh, I was still that many short. Oh, look, they're not doing that anymore. You know, and I'm gonna be playing this game for a while. I'm gonna be playing this game for a while. It's not something that once I hit a certain level or I reach certain achievements, I'm going to quit playing. No, I've always been the type of person that okay, so I've got the A or the B ranking in a level. Let's see if I can't go for S. Let's see if I can't get the special listing. Let's see if I can't get exceptional. I've always been that way in all my games I play, striving to be the best. Not just to pass it to say I passed it, or to, like, for instance, I could just stop playing the game I'm playing now and say, hey, I've reached level 39, that's more than most. And I would be justified in saying that, but there's not a lot of people that make it to level 40 because they get discouraged because of the time that has to go into it. They get discouraged when they can't collect certain creatures, or like in my case, there's creatures that, and I'm sure some of you, if you are going through the same thing, there's certain blank spots on your Pokemon Go decks because why? Those creatures aren't even attainable in this area for the region you live in. And maybe Pokemon Go will do something with it. Maybe they won't. Maybe there'll always be blank screen, on your blank parts on your Pokédex. I don't know. And that's not for me to say. The only thing for me to do is to continue to play the game, have fun doing it, and be thankful for what we got. And that's pretty much the whole meaning of life. Yeah, to strive to want more, to do better, but also being thankful for what you do get. Because if it wasn't for Niantic releasing the game, none of us would be out and about doing something, and we'd have to find something else positive to pacify our time. Because some people need to escape. That's my escape, even though it means going out and doing, and I'm meeting new friends. I'm meeting people that I normally wouldn't meet. Some of these people don't even, go to the gym. Some of these people, for those of you that are old enough to drink, go to bars or pool halls or play darts or anything like that. Some of the people don't even go to concerts. So this is a great opportunity, the game itself, to go out and meet some new people. Some of them are very interesting. Some of them, yeah, questionable. But yeah, just going through my normal daily routine. My mom's visiting grandma right now. I'm doing my chore. And then I'll be dropping off my mom and going to work. Hence the reason why I'm all decked out in work attire. Props to all those of you that watch the videos, that leave messages. I really do appreciate it. It's been a real encouragement for me. Keeps me busy. Gives me something positive to do. It encourages me to get out there and give positive messages. and it's all about having a positive mentality. I hope some of the things I shared with you today help out. Uh, the little things about the game, I hope they encourage you. If you still play Pokemon Go, I hope you find it as an encouragement. I hope it's been a life encouragement too for goals you can set in your own life to better yourself mentally, emotionally, physically, whatever the case may be. Set those goals, try to achieve them, and if for whatever reason you don't achieve it, don't beat yourself up over it. Uh, get up, saw you messed up, and try it again, and keep going with it. And that's the best advice I can give you. Never condemn yourself. Trust me, there's plenty of other people in the world that are going to point the finger at you and say, oh, you should have did this, or you could have done that, or why didn't you do this, or why didn't, there's tons of those people out there. But as long as you're doing your best, all right, and as long as you got your mind in the right place and you're making an honest to God attempt at something, and even if you fall short, you fall short. So what? You're human. Pick yourself up and do it again. Just keep going, man. It's like walking. Life's like walking. You catch yourself before you fall. And eventually you'll find the roads a lot easier the longer and the more stayed you stay on whatever task it is. The easier it gets. Uh, Nobody ever said life was easy. And anybody that ever said it was easy lied to you. Um, but it's definitely the road worth traveling. It's definitely irreplaceable, and you all mean the world to me, every one of you. Saint and sinner alike. You can't have the good without the bad. So, props to all of you, and I'm going to be signing off now. Thank you very much for your guys' time and effort and patience. I know it's been a little bit before I released a video, but thank you. Have a great day, and I will definitely talk to you later.